How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Day Dave, and this is a map tour for a new mod map to Farming Simulator 22 called Agricultural Land. And we're going to start with the description from the mod hub, and it reads, "Welcome to the Terry Agricole region. Welcome to the citizen." The Terry Agricole region, with its well-known districts of Brookies, as well as Giet City, as well as three other independent towns, is a region shaped by agriculture and these reliefs, in large part of breedings. In addition, with its dairy, beef, pigs, and sheep production, it is one of the most efficient processing regions in the world. The forestry sector is becoming more and more important in this sector of the region. Features: 212 fields, 241 agricultural lands, 14 forests, average field size of 1.25 hectares, 5 farms, 30 points of sale, animal grazing, 2 biogas installations, 6 pond-type water points, 1 placeable area, new crop textures, wheat, oat, rapeseed, barley, and corn, added new soil textures, plowing, semi-lime, and others, new activation logo, bulk storage area, rugby field, karting circuit, motocross circuit. This map was created by Dezign Farming Official and is 416.98 megabytes to download. If we take a look at the map, this is what it looks like. And as you can see here, we start all the way out to the eastern portion of the map, right about here. We start out by owning farmlands number, 3, 8, 12, and 83. Farmland number 3 is your main farmhouse, 8 is your main farm, 12 is a wheat field, and 83 is a barley field, both of which are ready to harvest. Let's see. Prices on this map do vary, but they're actually, for the most part, rather low because of the extremely small fields. For the most part, small equipment is going to be just fine on this, and anything larger than that, much larger than that, is going to be a struggle in some places. But if we take a look, Farmland 111, 17,664, 47,000, 69,000, 100,000, 71, 62, 99, 36, let's see, right here, 34, let's see, some grass fields up here, 86, 73, 121. You're struggling to get out of the 150s. Oh, there's one for 200,000. That's the largest field on this map, I think, and it's just, yeah, it's just very, very small fields. You got 63 here, 26,000. You got 72, 51, 30,000, 35, so on and so on. 14,900. So less than 15 grand, you can have yourself a little field right off of the backside of your starting farm. Let's see. We do start out with animals. We do have a cow barn. Contracts are available on this map. No production chains to start out with, and there are collectibles, 23 to be precise. If we take a look at mods specific to this map, starting with the buy menu, scrolling all the way down, you will see agricultural lands, mods, and DLC. Check this out. You see you have a Albert silage fork, a Magsy high dump, Klaus Torian, another Torian, Manitou, Jan Heinrich, forklifts here, and you have a pickup truck here with a agricultural sign on top, and then a rugby field referee. I have no idea what this is about, but I presume it's one of those the cars and vehicles play on the field rather than people. That's my guess. Let's see, under the build menu though, if we take a look for mods specific to this map, starting with sheds, we scroll to the right, you'll see agricultural land on the very bottom of the row there. Those are mods specific to this map. If we take a look under silos, you'll see there's a couple here as well. Nothing under silo extensions, but under containers you have a fuel tank right there. Nothing under tools, but under farmhouses you do have one garage right there. If we take a look under productions, scroll to the right, you'll see we have several productions here for this map. Under selling points, same thing here, we have a debris crusher. Nothing under greenhouses, nothing under orchards, and nothing under generators. Under animals, though, you will see You have a cow barn here, a couple of horses, some pigs, sheep, nothing for chickens, nothing for bees, and nothing for others. There's nothing at all under the decorations tab, but under landscaping we do have a couple of additional painting swatches. And that is it. That is everything for the mod specific to this map. Now, if we start walking around, first off, we'll go right across the street here, and we will see the debris crusher, sell point, and right here we have a buy point. Now, you will see these custom little icons spattered around the entire map. This icon here is essentially when you can receive a good or a kind of input to your trailer, and you'll see the output or when you can put into something later on. And that, I'm sorry, that was the City Lime Factory buy point. This one right back here. So you can buy your lime from here, you can sell your stones here. Now we gotta go down the road just a ways. To our main starting house. Now the house is separate from the actual farm, so we're not going to go over the mods just yet, or I'm sorry, the starting equipment just yet. We have a sleep trigger right here, repair trigger here, I'm sorry, repair trigger, wardrobe trigger there, and our main starting truck. Now, this is going to be a very interesting map for a couple of reasons. One, because all throughout this map there are these little pens and pastures just spattered around everywhere on this map. There's going to be a lot of references back and forth to the map. So, starting here, this is about where we started out. We went over to the debris crusher and then to the City Lime Factory. We then came out, back down the road to the farmhouse, and now we're taking a look at farmland number 128 for $52,248. If we purchase that, you'll see there is now a sheep pasture, and these are some more of the custom symbols that you'll see around the map here. Water symbol, water goes here, and this sold is the kind of inputs. Whenever you see kind of you can place something here, this is the icon that you'll see. So this is the food input for the sheep. And this is the new icon for the animal dialogues. This little pig right here. You will see it regardless of the animal pen, regardless of what animal type is in it, you'll always see this symbol. So we click on this, 175 sheep will fit into this pasture. So now we head down the street just a little ways. And again, going to come to a stop right here. So we were here, now we're here. Farmland number 5 for $17,208. We'll purchase that. We now have a cow field right here. Again, water goes here, feed goes in here, and room for 45 cows. Wait. I missed something. Completely missed it. I'm gonna back up just a little ways. So this is why I was saying earlier too, why small equipment is almost essential on this map. Like, I don't know if you're going to be able to get back here with too many tractors and trailers. I don't think you're going to be able to get back here at all with a trailer of any size. You can see just how tight it is with just this truck. So right back here is a sell point. This is the fish sales from Fishing Village sell point. So now we need to 5-point turn. There we go. Oops. Oh, come on. Ah! Very, very tight. on some parts of this map. Very tight. Okay, now we keep on going. So here to my right is the next sale point. This is the town store sell point. Again, you're always looking for these little symbols here for places where you can put into things. So now heading down the road, and I've got to keep very close tabs on my notes here, because there are so many notes, so many different things we've got to remember to see along the way. So right here, this is the new symbol for your production points, a little wrench that we're used to seeing. So we can buy this production point. This is the cereal factory for $110,000. Again, we have our inputs here and our outputs here. Right over here is the gas station. And it doesn't mean anything necessarily, especially to us console players, but nope, I'm not going to be able to hop over. This is the karting track, or the go-kart track as I like to call it. So as far as I can tell, there's really nothing other than aesthetics right here. So very, very cool that it's here, but doesn't serve an actual practical gaming purpose other than it looks cool. So now we're going to come over here. So right back here. This is the sawmill production. You can buy this for $100,000, and you have your input here. This is the wood cell trigger that we're used to seeing. You can see right there, cell wood. And then over here is the output, tucked away under here. Now, one thing I didn't check, and I will check that right now. This is the output. One thing I didn't check, and let's check right now, is if there's a wood chip output. Does this collect wood chips? So there are wood chips, so there's got to be a trigger somewhere for wood chips, but I have not seen where the actual output would be for the wood chips. I'm just doing a quick sweep, and I'm just not seeing... oh, maybe... Aha, right here. Yep, right here is where the wood chips will come out. So again, this little symbol with the hand is going to be when you have something that you can take, and the little sold is where you can put in. So now heading down the road. Right here, this and this are the Les Jardins des Fermiers Farm Shop sell points. Now, I think that this is the kind of solids, the palleted selling, and this is the loose grain selling right here. And you can kind of see that if we go to the prices per 1,000 list right here. So let's see, Les Jardins des Fermiers Farm Shop down at the very bottom there. And if we go and look at here, let's see, eggs. Yes, so eggs being a palleted good, same thing with wool. Nope, not wool. Let's see, maybe something like this. Yeah, here we go. Cakes and breads, Les Jardins. So yeah, these are where you're going to put your pallets, and this is where you're going to put your loose grain. And then right next door, over here, this is the port input purchase buy point. So again, if we take a look at the prices per 1,000 and we check out some of the things that can be purchased here, such as seeds, a port input purchase right there on the right side, and other products that can be purchased right from this location here. So now, head across the way over here. Make a right there. Okay, starting here to my left. Now, I am showing basically all the little dots going around the map. Now, one thing I want to point out here, while we're still looking at the map, let's go ahead and take a look at what we've seen so far. So we were here at this cow pasture here. We came up and around. Actually, we backtracked to the fish sale from the fishing village. We then came back out over to the town store, over to here where we saw the cereal factory, the gas station, and the karting circuit. Now, you'll see these little icons, these little exclamation points here. These things are around the map, and they do show up, as you can see, over in the kind of black squiggly on the map there. They do show up as little points of interest on the map. I am showing these, but I'm not... there's nothing really to these other than a point of interest, a kind of thing that stands out. So that's what this is. This is the fire station point of interest. Nothing here, as you can see, is not a sell point, not anything of any particular interest other than it's there. Right across the street is the next production point, though. This is the wool processing plant. Now, you will see the marker for it is right down here. But to get to it, you come up here, and right there, buy production point, $60,000 to purchase this. And if we, there we go, step back out, output here, and input right here. Oh, let me go. Heading down the way just a little further, right to here. Hop over the highway to here. This is the Central Agricultural Cooperative Sell Point. Back into the truck. And up here we're going to make a right, followed by an immediate right. But you can see right there where that little signage is, right there, that is where we started out, just on the other side of that sign over there. So we're going to go in here. And this is the main shop area. We'll come up here. Shop trigger right here, as you can see by the keys. And then, oh, let me go. Over here, inside here, this pit you need to park over to use the repair trigger. So now, we will leave here. Continuing head south. And we need to actually go over here. To this point of interest right here. The dairy you can purchase for $70,000. And if we hop back in and pull around the back side, input there and output there. Now the next point of interest I thought was rather interesting. If we follow this over here and we pull in here. No, I'm sorry, this isn't what I was thinking of. I apologize. This is the Central Agricultural Cooperative Sell Point. No, that's wrong. This is the Click Environment Sell Point. That's what this is. Click Environment Sell Point. I don't think I recall saying this, but if I did, I apologize, but pretty much everything is available for purchase on this map. You can see the periphery here. You can purchase this. Farmland number 1 for $5,153,688. That gets you quite a bit of the map there. So yeah, pretty much everything is purchasable on this map. Now we continue to follow this out and around. Make a left. And if we come up to, I believe, right here, we stop. We take a look at the map one more time. So if I recall right, we were here at the fire station when we last stopped. We went to the wool processing plant, the Central Agricultural Cooperative, then came up and around to the vehicle shop, came down around back up to the dairy, came back out to here, through here to the Clique Environment sell point, and then up to here. If we purchase farmland number 2 for $79,320, we now have a cow pasture available to us. Again, water there, food there, and the trigger for the cows dialog box is right here. Room for 100 cows in this particular pasture. Heading down the road. Down here, this is our main starting farm. So I'm going to pull in just right here. There we go. And now we're going to go ahead and take a look at our starting equipment. So under the buy menu, under owned items, starting with under small tractors, the Massey Ferguson 3709AL and the New Holland T6 125. Under medium tractors, we have a Massey Ferguson 3670 and a John Deere 7810. Harvesters, we have the Rosselmash Nova 330. Front loaders, we have the Schaefer 2630. Cars, we have the Lizard Pickup 2017. Trailers, the Rudolph TDK 301RA. Header for the Rosselmash. Power harrows, we have a K-Brand HR 4040. Seeder, the K-Brand Venta 4030. Mower, the K-Brand GMD 4411. Tedder, the K-Brand GF 8712. Under windrowers, the K-Brand GA 4731. Balers, K-Brand VB 3190. Bale loaders, we have the FarmTech DPW 1800. Animals, we have the K-Brand RA 142 forage mixer and the Joskin Aquatrans 7300S. Front loaders, we have the Quickie Q6M. Front loader tools, we have the Albert fork with grapple, pallet fork, universal bucket, and the Quickie big bag lifter single. Header trailer for our header, the Nardi N40B, and under weights, we have the John Deere Pickup 900. That is everything. So now if we kind of wander around the farm here, we have a cow barn right here, room for 45 cows, and we have the milk output here, the straw input here, feed goes in here, and slurry comes out there. On the backside over here, we have our manure heap and our silo right here. And that is everything for your main starting farm. It's not a massive farm, but it is enough. Let me make sure that I keep up with my notes. Oops. Clicking things on my notes. There we go. Now if we come over here, follow this right over to this area right here. We take a look at the map one more time. We were here at the cow pasture. We went up to the roundabout, all the way around and into the farm. Came out this entrance or exit here, back up to this road and out to here. If we take a look at farmland number... am I in the right... Yes, farmland number 15 for 72. Unfortunately, I've labeled it as 16 for $72,888. Purchase that. Come in here. Water here. Oh, there it is. Feed here and 150 cows available for this pasture. Now, for some reason, some reason I show something. Oh, that's why. Okay, that'll come later. Some reason this one was out of place. So now let's head down the road. There is a lot of undulation on this map, a lot of areas where it kind of twists and turns and just follows the natural landscape of the map. Kind of cutting through this little foresty bit here. Some very, very steep fields on this map. Now coming right over here. Now we look at the map again. We were here, went through the forest, down to here. If we purchase farmland number 16, we now have access to this pasture. A cow pasture, room for 25 cows. And let's see, where did I pass? Oh, there's water right there. And food. Where is food hiding? There it is, right there. Let's go ahead and get back in the truck. Now, similar to the go-kart area, I'm going to go ahead and just do a overview look of the next area. To my right, this is the motocross point of interest, as you can see here. Like a little dirt bike track right here. Again, no practical purpose, it's just there to be nice. Whoops, that's where I meant to turn, is right here. And into here. Now this is the area I was commenting earlier that was rather interesting. This is the dump. So you can see here, trees, bales, and then the rest I don't know what that is. These are various sell points all here at the dump, various items that can be sold here. So bulk, I believe, is things like straw, hay, silage, chaff, things like that. We've got food, so we can actually sell off goods and stuff like that. Wood chips. Over here we got wool, fabric, garments. You can see all the stuff that's in there. And in here we got furniture and planks. Very, very nice. And stones. And again, if you're wondering what all can be sold here, if we go down to the prices per 1,000 and just look for specifically the dump. There we go. Silage, wood. Now, one thing I will say, it says wood, and you would say trees here, and ball. That says ball, not bale. Pretty sure that's supposed to say bale. Now, trees, in order to sell them, you have to have that little wood sell trigger. I think that's what this little glowing orb is right here. You can see how it's kind of that blue color that we see that hovers on the symbols. I think it's supposed to be here, but it just isn't. It's buried, it's hidden. So one of those, I don't think trees are going to work here. And there's going to be several little things that are going to need to be fixed on this map in order to have it 100% crisp and clean. Let's see. Believe we go this way and follow this way out to the next point of interest, which I believe is just over here. Okay. So again, we stop right here, take a look at the map. So we were here at this cow pasture. We went down over to the dump sell point. Now, this one is that exclamation point symbol. This is a sell point, as you saw. We went and did an overview of the motocross track right over here. And then we went back out and around over to here, farmland number 179. We purchased this for $123,719. We now have access to another cow pasture. Room for 175 cows, and we have water over there and feed over there. Now if we come back out here and stop here, right across the street to 146, purchase that, we now have a horse pasture. Water here, food here, and let's see, I think the trigger was down, yes, down here. And this one's kind of a, there it is. Five horses can fit in this pasture. And then right across the street, again, 145, $23,784 is a sheep pasture. You can see the water and food goes right over there. 75 sheep can fit in here. So we continue following this down the road. Let's see, go in here. Did I think I missed some. Yes, I did. Okay. Let's backtrack just a little ways. I passed right by this. This is the Toto City methanization site. You can purchase this for $456,888, and this is a biogas plant. Inputs here, output for your digestate is there, and input for your liquids is here. So solid input, liquid output, aka digestate. Now going to the, nope, this way. Little itty bitty field right here. Going over here, tucked away right over here, we have another repair trigger. And let's see, I don't see where the hazard box is. My guess is going to be right around the same area as here, but I don't see like an actual defined. Yeah, I'm going to guess right in front of this door here because that's where this little allowed me to actually select. So that's going to be my guess. So now, head down the street right over to here. Over here is the carpentry. You can purchase this for $60,000. Input here, wood cell trigger here, output there. Catch up with my notes. Let's see. I believe I head down the road here. And then I'm going to follow this little side track. Then over here to this area right here. Let's take a look at the map again. So we're here at the Toto City methanization site, then came out over to here to the vehicle shop, carpentry, up and around off-road to this area, farmland number 180 for $40,776. You can purchase this, and this is a pig pasture. Feed here, water there, and There's the little pig symbol way off in the distance. And it should be room for 100 pigs. Yep, 100 pigs. Now, each one of these little pens and pastures that you see around here should have little gates and stuff so you can come in and mow the grass. You can actually utilize the fields and do some stuff with it, which is nice. Very nice. Let's see. So we go this way. And did I... Nope, I didn't miss it. It's the next one. There we go. Now, this is something that I think is needing to be fixed. So you can see here, we were at the pig pasture. We came down the stretch over to here. Wind farm. And this is a... Whoops. This is a part of the periphery bit here, as you can see. But because this says wind farm, and what looks to be the kind of outer shape of one of those giant windmills is supposed to be here, but it looks like it just didn't come through in the conversion over the console. That's going to be my guess. So, let's see. We follow this over here. Another one of the wind farms. Again, it's supposed to be right there. You can see that little thing there, but nothing here on the map that indicates it. So it's one of those kind of, like I said, one of those issues is going to need to be addressed. And there's several little issues I've noticed on this map. Nothing that seems to be too like game breaking, but they are there. Great processing unit is right here. $80,000 to purchase this. Output there. Input right there. Let's go ahead and hop back in. I think this way is where we need to go. Going down the hill. And this time we go to the right. Oops, there's a car right there. And here we want to make a left. Pull up behind this building. And now over to here. This is the planet methanization site. So this is the big biogas. You got a little biogas and a big biogas. $509,016 to purchase this one. Solid inputs here, liquid inputs here, liquid outputs right there. You'll also notice that in some of the places around the map, you do have your equipment kind of strewn about. You do have access to this. This is yours. So, nice. You don't own the biogas plant or the property it's on, but you do have some equipment up here to help out. Now we'll come up to the road. Make a right. Now the next area that I'm going to be coming up to is again one of those areas that I think is broken, is going to need to be potentially addressed, and again, not a huge problem. Now over here, following this down and around here. Alright, let's take a look at the map just real quick. So we're here at the Great Processing Unit. We came up and around over to this area, the planet methanization site. We then came back out over to this area, through the roundabout, and to here. Now if we take a look at farmland number 131, This is the area that's of importance, that it has an issue, but I'm not certain. We'll leave it at that. This is the Guyet Awards Agricultural School. Now, there's a sell point in here called the school heating plant. We'll go and see that here in a little bit. But there's also a horse barn that you cannot click on and a sheep barn that you can't click on. I purchased this area just to see if anything comes up, if I can click on it. There's nothing you can do about this even after purchasing it. So it's kind of there, but it's not there. And if we take a look at the kind of overview, the sheep barn is right over here. It says that you can sell it. There's no input for your sheep, no input symbol. And even if we buy the land, as you can see, I did buy the land. If I go back to that sheep barn, again, no symbol comes up. I walked around it. There's nothing that says that there's anything I can do with it. I can click on it still. I can't sell it. So it's basically just kind of here as far as I can tell. I don't know if it's broken or I don't know if it's meant to do that. So again, we're going to go ahead and sell that off because we don't need it. And what we need to do is follow this road, oddly, because there's tons of foot traffic here, back to here, and through here. This is the school heating plant sell point right here, and a wood cell trigger is right here. Let's see, so after this, not mistaken, go around here, now in this direction, to right here. This is the animal dealer. Now you can come to this location, or you can use the same symbol, the little piggy here, for the purchase of your animals. If you use this animal dialog box directly at this location or at the Pens and Pastures, you will incur an additional fee. That fee is associated to a delivery fee. So if I click on this here and I look at my cow barn, to purchase a adult cow is going to cost me $100 extra per cow. So it's $15.50 for the base price of the cow plus an extra $100, bringing the total up to $16.50. It's quite expensive if I need to buy a whole lot of animals all at once. So to save that delivery fee, what you can do is you can come up to this location, park over the trigger area here, and click on the pig. You need to come up here with an animal trailer. Do all that I just said before. Come up here with the animal trailer, park over the trigger area, and click on the pig. Then you will get the animal dialog box, and you will notice that that $100 for that adult cow is no longer there. And yeah, you end up saving that money. You can deliver the animals to the Pens and Pastures that you want directly by yourself, and you save that money. You save that delivery fee. So now the next point of interest, let's see, I believe is over here. Yes, so right here to my left, we stop here, take a look at the map. So we're here at the Guyet Awards Agricultural School. We went around and into by the school heating plant sell point. We then came out and around through the roundabout here to the animal dealer, came down to here, now to farmland number 139 for $49,056. We can purchase that, and we now have a sheep pasture available to us. Inputs here, feed here, water here, and room for 175 sheep. Now if we follow this around over here to right here. Let's see. This is the Offernil des Champs Bakery. For 50,000 you can purchase this. You have your inputs here and your outputs, I believe, was tucked away. What was the output? Why didn't I see that? Oh, right there. And then right next door, again, is the fire station, just a point of interest on the map. You can see here. And then tucked away back here, whoops, is the tailor shop. You can purchase this for $100,000. Inputs here. This is the wardrobe trigger here. And the output right there. Let's see. So the next point of interest, I believe, is... I think it's right over here, if I'm not mistaken. Did I miss something? Hold on one second. I don't even have this one in my notes. I skipped right by this one. This is the grain mill. Grain mill is $96,000 to purchase. We have our input here and our output right there. Completely missed that in my notes. Must have drove right past it. Oh, that's not my car. That is. So now this is the next point of interest right here to my left. So we take a look at the map. We were here at the grain mill. We then came up to here, farmland number 207. We purchased this. We now have access to a farm. Now I'm calling this a farm because there's extra barns and buildings here. We do have a horse pasture here, and where is the... There it is. Gotta kind of wander around until you find that dialogue trigger. 10 horses can go in here. Input here. I'm sorry. Feed here, water here. And another one. 8 horses can go in here and open the door. Feed is in there. So we got a horse barn and a horse pasture right next to each other. We have a silo right over here in the back. Gas station right over there. And here, we'll walk over there. We'll go right over here to the next point of interest. The sugar mill. Output here. Can purchase it for $80,000. And our input is around the front side. Over there. Now we follow this around. Going through all this little squiggly bits right up here. All the way down here. Go. Now all the way over to here is the next farm. So if we take a look at the map, we were here at this farm. We came up and saw the let's see, the horse pasture, the horse barn, the silo, the gas station, the sugar mill. We then came out through the little squiggly bits up to here. And why do we own 128 already? Oh, so 128 actually spread. Okay, so it's this area here and this area that's right here by our main starting farm. So, okay, I didn't realize that before. That's why this is also here. So, we have another sheep barn right here. 65 sheep can fit in here. Feed goes here. Wool comes out here. And a silo is available to us. And a little bit of storage. Did not realize that when I was doing my initial review. That's actually rather nice. Now we go a little ways towards the other side of the map here. Nice little flowing road. Placeable area right there. Oh. Now that's another little bit right there I was talking about that's just kind of meh, kind of messed up on the map. Some little encroaching areas here and there from the different textures going onto the roadway. You know, just things like that. This right here, that little dirt patch right there over the paved road. Just little issues here and there. Nothing too major, but enough to kind of catch your attention. Now this is the next area. This is the spinnery. 60,000 to purchase this. Inputs here, outputs there. Now here, let's go ahead and turn around here. Let me just confirm something real quick. So we were up here at the farm that I later discovered was broken up into two parts, all the way down this stretch to this area here, the spinnery, and now we're caught back up to here. I just wanted to double check and make sure I wasn't missing anything over here, and I don't think I am. Okay, nope, that's right. So let's turn around and backtrack a little ways. No, that's not up. Okay, yep. Let's backtrack just a little ways. There's just so many different things that are on this map. So many hidden little nuggets and pens and pastures and all that kind of stuff that you... Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh dear, oh dear. There we go. There's so many little hidden features on this map. It just makes you kind of question and wonder if you got everything. I mean, it's going to be very possible with so many kind of hidden pens and pastures and farms and all this stuff that I'm going to miss something. It's very, very possible. So we were here up by the spinnery, came out around to here, farmland number 206. Purchased that for, what was it, 52,176. And now we have another farm with a pig barn right here. Our slurry output is here. Feed input is over here. And we can fit 270 pigs. And then on the back side over here, we have a silo. Some more storage. And that's it. The farms are incredibly small on this map. Let's see. Now this next area is rather interesting. Again, just a point of interest, but nothing in particular about it. This is, if I look over, you can see here, this is the Poitestad Rugby Stadium. Now one thing I want to show, FS22. That's right. Moving on. Got the next point of interest right over here. Nope, next driveway. Now off to my left, if we take a look, down the road right here. Farmland number 184 for 36,408. And this is another farm, but it's just storage. You do have one fuel tank tucked away right here, but no animals, no nothing. It is just storage. Now we head down the road for our last few points of interest. They're tucked away right in here, starting with this. We take a look at the map, came down the road. If we purchase farmland number 194 for 13,248, we have a horse pasture. Feed here, water here, and horses go here. Room for 10. Now continuing on over here. Here we have the... no, that's not right. What happened here? Central Grain Mill. Yeah, I didn't type that out right. Central Grain Mill. Where is... let's see, it's over here. Yeah, there it is. Central Grain Mill, 96,000 for purchase this. You have your output there. You have your input right there. And this is the intercity input purchase. Now, normally the outputs will have that little hand symbol here. I don't see one in here, so it's possible that this one is either hidden and or broken. But that is a buy point, or is what's supposed to be a buy point. Over here, we got an output and input for the oil mill, and purchase the oil mill for $80,000. And then, last but not least, right across the street is the hay barn sell point. And that's it. That is the entire map of agricultural land. Now it's time to render my opinion and let you know what I think. 0 to 5 scale as per usual. And what... I'm kind of mixed on this, but that's okay. So, what do I mean by that? The color palette is borderline too much in the ways of colors. You're seeing lots of wildflowers just kind of lining the streets, and is very kind of getting to the point of cartoony. You've kind of got the jaggedness all around the road network. You see kind of how the grass encroaches onto the roadways here. You get these little kind of blips right here to kind of poke through the ground that aren't supposed to be there. Just little things like that. Just, again, you've got those issues, but once you kind of make peace with those issues that exist, this is actually a really nice map. I really like it. It's got lots of detail. It's got like these little stairs that go to nowhere, these like old ancient stairways. You've got all this very intricate road network, very nice undulations and lands. Some of the fields are absolutely ridiculous in the way that they're shaped and how they're laid out, and the elevation changes that are in them. Like there's a lot going on this map. It's very, very busy, and I gotta say I like it. There's the whole, you're not going to get big equipment. You're just not. About the largest set of equipment you're going to want to try and get through here is something on the kind of medium end of things. Anything bigger than that, you're going to be crashing into everything. And thankfully, you know, the collisions on the hedges aren't there or anything like that, because if that was the case, it'd be very, very difficult to get around this map without crashing into every little thing every 2 seconds. But for the most part, like I said, this is a really nice map. It's got, like I said, for the most part, it's got a bit of the cartoony side of color palette, but it's not so much that's going to make you kind of like, oh, and kind of like, man, this is like a little bit too much kind of thing. It's enough to be like noticeable, but not enough to make you want to not play it. Let's see. Lots of little features. Lots of little things that are going on in this map. You got this little retention pond right here with the little water that's just, the jet of water that's coming into it. Like I said, there's just so many little things that if you're just kind of looking around, you're going to see them. There's a little hay person just kind of stacked around somewhere. I forget where they were. The road network itself, you got all these little bumps and hills and all that stuff. It's really nice, and you get like that kind of natural feel of the landscape. The road is kind of adhering to the natural topography of the area, and again, it just makes it feel intricate and nice. So yeah, all in all, what will I give this map? Full knowing that this map is to a certain degree broken. There are some issues here and there, kind of thing. I would give this map in its current state a 3. I think that's a fair place to put it. But what would I give it if it was all fixed? Oh, that was one of the hay people that I was talking about. Back up real quick. You see a little throne there and a little hay person. Like, that's cool. That's really, really nice. Just, again, little details like that that just really kind of sets this map apart. But a 3 in its current state. But what would I give this map if it was all fixed up, ready to go, there was no issues, it was clean, all that stuff? Oh, another little hay person right there. I'd probably give this a 4. Probably give this a 4. I think that this is a very nice map. If you're looking for a map where it's going to be just a lot of small equipment and not really wanting to grow beyond that, because again, the road network itself is also going to be an extremely limiting factor, the size of the equipment that you can have on this map. The road network is extremely narrow. As you can see, I'm just kind of driving, and I'm running into things, I'm going in and out of the lines. Like, this truck is, if I can get it lined up, just barely fits in this lane. Just barely, with very little room to spare, kind of thing. But one of those where it's nice. Like, it just feels cozy. And the sheer amount of fields that you get, like, everything about it just seems really, really nice. So yeah, if there was no issues going on and it was just a really, like, refined map kind of thing, I'd give it a 4, a solid 4. I think this is a very, very nice map. Yeah, and I'm all aboard. I'm absolutely digging it. But again, you got these little issues here and there that just kind of, present themselves. Not the end of the world, but certainly something to take notice of. But yeah, that is it. That is everything I have for agricultural land. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed this tour, this map tour. If you did, please show me by liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all the things the algorithms enjoy you doing. That shows you're engaged with this channel and enjoying the content. And that being said, I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.